What's up, HASfit mamas? I'm Claudia, and this is a total body prenatal strength training workout. This workout is great in your first, second, and third trimesters, all the way through your post-baby recovery process. The equipment required for today's routine is a pair of dumbbells, and the weight that you choose will be completely dependent upon your fitness level. You will also want to have either a bench, box, or a step handy for a few of the exercises. If you're ready to begin, let's pump it up. So we're going to get started with a warm-up. We're going to go down to the ground for our first movement, which is going to be a half kneeling hip flexor stretch. So we're going to really warm up our hips for the work that's coming. So again, we have one leg out. I'm going to start with my left leg in front. And of course, again, just to reiterate, always have your knee directly below your hip. So for this one, making sure that our ribs are not flared out, that we're maintaining good posture. We're gonna give our glutes a squeeze, gonna give our abdominals a nice gentle squeeze, and we're just gonna move forward ever so slightly. And you're really gonna feel the stretch in your hip flexor here. You don't need to move that much. Again, the range of motion is very small, especially if you're in your third trimester like me and your hips are already tight all the time. It doesn't take much. So a nice squeeze, remembering our connection breaths through the warm-up. It feels really, really good right now. My hips are tight. Not too much longer. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch it up. Nice and slow. Nice 90-degree angle on this leg. Again, squeeze the glutes. Make sure our ribs aren't flared out. A nice gentle squeeze of our abdominals. And stretch those hip flexors. Goodness. Ooh. I don't know about you all, but it doesn't take much for me to really feel any exercise at this particular point. I'm almost 32 weeks pregnant, so the slowdown is real and it's happening, and that's okay. We're just honoring all of the changes that our body is making as we prepare for these babies. Nice stretch, really feel it along the sides here. Not too much longer. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Now, slowly and carefully get back up onto our feet. And we are going to do a bent over T rotation. So we are going to hinge at the hips. And you're more at a 45-degree angle than anything else. Arms out in front of us. Straight down, and on the exhale, we're gonna move our arm up as we rotate ever so gently our thoracic spine here. So warming up our back, our spine. Again, also warming up our core as we're remembering to focus on our breath. Exhale. As you gently rotate up. Shouldn't be anything tight. If you're not able to get all the way up, that's okay. Do the best that you can. Definitely not about being perfect or trying to keep up with me. just working within our own fitness level and limitations. We want to move to feel strong and healthy, but not to the point where we're putting ourselves through any pain. Not necessary. Pregnant or not. Very good. Just a few more seconds here. About 10 more seconds of this T rotation. Great for upper body mobility. Also warming up your legs and glutes at the same time. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Slowly come up. Next, we're going to do posterior swing. This is going to be the last movement of our warm-up. So feet a little wider than shoulder width apart, toes pointed out just ever so slightly. Interlock our fingers. And again, with the hinging pattern, hinging our hands through our legs, using our hips to swing our arms up in front of us. This is really going to warm up your posterior chain, right? So your lower back, glutes, hamstrings, all the way down to your calves. And if you can't swing down quite as far as me, that's okay. Again, do the best that you can. You might find that after a couple of sets of posterior swings, that you are going to feel that you can reach down a little further than when you started. All right, mamas, let's pick up the pace just a little bit as we prepare our bodies for this strength training workout. Nice work. Not much longer to go. About 10 more seconds. Exhaling on the way up with a gentle lift of that pelvic floor on the exhale, right? I know you've been with me for a while now. You know how it goes. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done with the warm-up. Okay, so now we are going to need 2 dumbbells. Remembering to pick up your dumbbells safely. We are going to start with some Romanian deadlifts. So Romanian deadlifts, again, using the hinge pattern. Dumbbells, nice and up against the body. Shoulders, give them a nice roll back. That way they're staying in a nice back position there. And we're going to just let our dumbbells slide down our legs. Right past our knee, pushing our booty out as if we're trying to hit the wall behind us. Exhale on the way up. We're going to do 12 of those, beginning now. So hinging, trying to get our booty to the wall behind us. That's 1. Gentle squeeze of your glutes, pelvic floor, transverse abdominis at the top of the movement. That's 3. Inhale down. Exhale as you come up. And this is, again, great for your back. We want to really keep all of those lower back aches and pains away from us as we get a little bigger here. We'll call this one number 7. A few more to go. Let's go, mamas. 8, 9, 3 more. Ooh, I can really feel that stretch in my glutes. Nice work. Keep on moving. Last one coming up right here. And 12. Excellent work. So I'm going to place these down on the ground, and we're going to superset your Romanian deadlifts with a bent over row. So if you have your chair, bench, box, step, whatever it is that you're using, now would be the time to go ahead and bring it out. I'm going to grab my weights again, and we're going to do a seated bent over row. So I'm going to be right here at the top. You can have your legs a little open, just a little wider, right, for belly. And we're just gonna pull back on those elbows. 1, 2, exhaling on the way up. 3, we're gonna do 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Excellent. So now you can move your bench boxer step out of the way, and we're going to go back to those Romanian deadlifts. So I'll move mine here. Ever so carefully grab my weights and back to those Romanian deadlifts. I'm going to show you from a different angle here what it's going to look like. 12 RDLs. Here we go. 1. Let those dumbbells just slide down your legs. You don't want them out here in front of you. No, no, no. Just down the legs. Making sure that you keep a nice, neutral spine and that your head is in line with your spine. Inhale. Exhale up. We'll call this one right here number 6. Down. 7. Making sure that we keep our shoulders back. Good posture. And that we're not hyperextending our spine up here at the top of the movement. No, no. Just a nice, gentle squeeze with good pelvic positioning and posture at the top of the movement. 10. We'll do 2 more. 1. Last one right here. And 2. Awesome work. Dumbbells down. And we're moving on to our very last set of bent over rows. So again, moving my bench back into position. Carefully picking up my weights here. Sitting at the edge of the bench. My legs just a little wider, maybe about hip width apart. Bending over at a 45-degree angle. Again, notice my head is in line with my spine. Nice neutral spine. Pulling back on those elbows. Here we go for 10. 1, 2, 3. Exhale as you pull those weights up. 4. Giving your back a nice squeeze. That's number 6. Excellent job, mamas. We'll call that one 8. 2 more. Pull those elbows back. 9. Last one. 10. Excellent work. So for our next superset, we're going to alternate a staggered knee raise and a seated curl to Arnold press. So make sure that you keep your bench box or step nearby. So for the staggered knee raise, no equipment required for this one. So we're going to be in a staggered stance. If you need to have your base just a little wider for stability purposes, perfectly fine, okay? Hands behind your head, ever so gently. We're gonna bend over at a slight angle, and we're going to slowly draw our knee up and back down. So I don't want you flexing your spine. No, that's not what this is. It's just bringing your knee to your chest or bringing your knee up. So we'll do 10 on either side. Here we go. You're going to exhale as you bring it up. That's 1, 2. This is really going to work your core stability and balance, something that tends to falter as we get bigger and progress through our pregnancy. That's halfway. 6, 7, 8. 2 more, mamas. Here we go. 9 and 10. Switch legs. Here we go. 10 on this side. And 1, 2. Very good. 3. Find a focal point on the wall, on the floor. Anything to help you maintain that balance. Here's 6. 7. Very good. Let's keep rolling. 8. 2 more. 9. And last one right here. 10. Excellent work. Bring your foot up. Come up. Grab your bench or whatever you're using. And we are going to do seated curl to Arnold press. Okay, I'm going to reduce my weight a little bit, but use whatever weight is appropriate for you. We're doing 12 curls to Arnold press. Okay, here we go. It's nice to sit down, right? Palms facing forward, and we're going to curl up, and at this top of this movement here, twisting our palms so that they're facing out, and reverse the movement. That's 1. We're going to do 12 of these. Curl up, full lip those palms out. Your biceps are by your ears. Reverse the motion. That's 2. 10 more to go. Here we go. Very good. Nice and slow and controlled. Keeping good posture through this movement. So our shoulders are rotated back. Our pelvis is in a nice neutral position. And we are exhaling. Bring those up. Inhale and exhale as you push them up overhead. We'll call this one number 6. No reason to rush through any of these movements. Get it right. Focus on breathing, proper form. 3 more. Very, very good. 2 more. Reverse that movement. And last one right here, moms. Up, overhead, reverse, and back down. Very nice. That was 12. Exhale as you come up. Move those weights off to the side. Okay, I'm just going to move my bench back. As we go back into those staggered knee raises, I'm going to give you a little bit of a different angle here, just to show you what it looks like from this side. Again, we're going to do 10 on one leg. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. Great lower body movement. Great core stability movement. The best thing about pregnancy is that you always find cool new ways to work your core without doing traditional abdominal moves. 6. Inhale. Exhale for 7. 8. 9. And last one right here. 10. Excellent. Bring your foot up. Get back into the position using the opposite leg. And here we go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway. Let's go, moms. 6. Woo, a little shaky there. 7, 8, 9. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Bring it in. Excellent. No more of those. Let's bring our bench back slowly And carefully pick up those weights. Whew. Take a nice big deep breath. Let it go. And let's go back into 12 seated curls to Arnold press. Here we go. 1, 2. Think about building that arm strength that you're gonna need for picking up that new baby, or groceries and baby, right? Moms do it all, and we need strength for that. And this is where we find it, right here. By digging deep, staying consistent, and working towards a healthy and fit mama and baby. We'll call that one 6. We'll do 6 more. There's one right there. 1. Exhale. Inhale down. And 7. Here's 8 right here. Not much more to go. Now your arms and shoulders are probably feeling it. Here we go. Exhale. 10. 2 more. 11. Last one, mamas, and we're done with this superset. And exhale. And excellent work. So our next superset consists of a prisoner squat and a seated reverse fly. So don't get rid of that chair that you've been using. So for a prisoner squat, we are going to, of course, first get into a bodyweight squat stance. So just depending on your level of comfort. And then hands behind our head, okay? And we are going to just drop into a squat 12 times. Here we go. 1. So again, this is going to work on our upper body mobility as well as we try to keep our head up, chest up in this squat variation. Inhale down, exhale as you push down through the ground. We'll call that 5. 6. 6 more of these to go. Let's go, mamas. You might find as your belly gets a little bigger that you need to widen your stance a little bit, and that's fine. Breaking at the hips, booty back, like you're sitting back in an invisible chair. 9. Of course, we want to make sure that the knees don't collapse in, that they stay out, and that your knees are traveling over your toes or in the same direction as your feet. We'll call this one 11. Last one, 12. Head up, chest up, and back up. All right, grab your seat for the seated reverse flies. And because this is a reverse fly, I really go down in weight. It's not my strongest muscle group. Of course, you work on it as much as you can. Again, sitting on the edge of my bench, and I'm going to ever so slightly move forward. And of course, we can't really do traditional, underneath your legs. Do the best that you can. What we're going to do in this motion is we're going to fly the dumbbells as we squeeze our back, okay? So not pulling with your hands, but really pulling with your elbows again in this motion, squeezing your shoulder blades at the top. So we're gonna do these for 10. Here we go. Bent over to 45-degree angle, nice neutral spine. 1, 2, exhale. 3, inhaling down. 4, 5, really working your back. We need all the strength in our back that we can get as we sit down and feed our babies, whether you bottle feed or breastfeed. Your back is gonna take a beating, especially your upper back. 2 more. 9, last one. 10. Perfect. Come up. Again, dropping those weights. Moving our bench box or chair, whatever you've been using, out of the way. Again, I'm just going to scoot mine back. And we are moving back into those prisoner squats. Take a nice big diaphragmatic breath here. In through your nose. As we get into position for 12 prisoner squats. Here we go. Breaking at the hips. 1. Nice gentle squeeze of your glutes and pelvic floor at the top of the movement. Again, engaging that pelvic floor is just gently lifting up those muscles right in between your pubic bone and tailbone. No need to squeeze tightly. Just a nice gentle squeeze at the top. And relax those pelvic floor muscles as you go down. That's how it works. Pelvic floor training is just incorporating these into your lifts in daily life. We'll do 4 more of these. That's 1. 3 more. 2 more. Head up, chest up. Reminder for myself. And we'll do 1 more prisoner squat. Excellent. Woo, my legs are burning on that one. Okay, so bringing the front of my bench. I'm going to go grab my light dumbbells here. And to the seated reverse flies on the edge of your chair or whatever it is that you're using. Big deep breaths, right? Baby's crowding out my lungs. Bend forward ever so slightly. Here we go for 10. And 1, 2, pulling back by the elbows, not your hands. We want to keep a nice neutral wrist. None of this going on. That's 4, 5. Halfway point. Let's go, mamas. Get that nice, strong back. That's 7. 3 more. 8. 9. Last one. And 10. Excellent work. So for our last superset, no bench required. We have 3 exercises and you'll need 1 dumbbell. So we're going to start with an isometric glute bridge plus a chest press. So get down on the ground very carefully. And again, we show you the proper way to get down and to get the weight up over your head. So down onto one side. You're going to grab the weight that you're using regardless of how much it weighs, and you're going to exhale as you roll onto your back. And from here, we're going to go into an isometric glute bridge. So pushing through your heels, chin to your chest, and we're going to do 10 chest presses. So starting here, we'll go 1, 2, 3. You're going to exhale as you push up. 5. And of course, you want your dumbbell in line with about your breasts, not in front of your face. But pushing up. 7. We'll do 3 more. 8. 9. Last one. And 10. Rest in between as you switch sides. If you're feeling dizzy or lightheaded at any particular point in time while in the supine or glute bridge position, roll to your side, okay? So pushing into the second one, here we go. 10 on the side. 1, 2, exhale. 3.
Of course, adding this glute bridge variation is so good for your lower back, for your pelvis. Just feels really, really nice. And it's also good for strengthening your glutes. Hello. Let's not forget that one. We'll do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and last one right here. Excellent. So move that one, move your dumbbell to the side, and we're going to come on to one side here. We're going to do a side lying leg raise. We're going to do 12 on each side. So I'm going to bring my bottom knee out at about a 45-degree angle in front of me. And we want to make sure that our hips are nice and stacked on top of one another. So no rotating back, no rotating forward. Of course, if you need to add a pillow or a towel, that's fine. We're going to have our foot nice and flexed, and we're simply going to do 12 leg raises. 1, 2, that's it. Staying in this position. We're going to get a nice little glute burn going on here. Making sure, again, of course, that our hips are staying nice and stacked on one another and not rotating backwards or forwards. So it's always nice to keep your hand here just to ensure that's not happening. We'll call that 9, 10, 11, and 12. Keep your foot here. We're going to do circles, leg circles. 6 forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now 6 backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Woo, my goodness, my glutes are burning. Okay, switching sides. Push yourself up. Switch sides. We're going to do the lying leg raise and circles on the opposite side. All right, down on the ground. 45-degree angle, bottom leg in front of you. And here we go for 12 leg raises. 1. Exhale as you lift. Here's your halfway point right here, mamas. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Leave your leg raised. Forward leg circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. 5, and 6. Woo! Legs down. We're going to move back into the iso glute bridge plus chest press, okay? So push yourself up. Exhale as you do so. Nice and carefully. Always trying to mitigate that abdominal pressure. Bear with me here as I reach over. And again, let me demo what it's like to bring your weight above you safely. Pardon me, grab your weight. Exhale, bring that weight to your chest. Heels about 6 inches away from your glutes. Push through the heels, chin to chest. A nice plane here, and we're doing 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, mamas. 5. Not much longer to go. 6. You're almost there. 7, 8, 9. Last chest press on this side, and 10. Take a quick rest as you switch dumbbells. Hands to the side. Nice deep breath, and exhale up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. 5 more. 6, 7, 8. 2 more. Here we go. 9 and 10. Excellent. Drop that weight very carefully. We don't need that anymore. Back to our sides. Again, bringing this leg up just slightly for support into 12 leg raises. 1, 2. Man, my glutes are on fire. Good total body routine today. 6. Not done yet. 6 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Stop right here and leg circles forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop and go backwards. 1, 2. My goodness, my glutes are on fire. 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Gently exhale. Come on up. Switching sides. For our very last set of these side leg raises here. And out in front of us, arm out in front for support. And here we go. 1. Making sure I'm really concentrating on counting on these. I don't want to go any extra if I don't have to. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11 and 12. All right, let's do leg circles front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And rest. Oh, and that concludes your prenatal strength training routine. But do not go anywhere because we are going to cool down together. And I have some really nice cool down moves for all of us today. So again, exhale as you push yourself up. And seated on our sit bones, I'm going to bring my left foot into my inner right thigh here, and we're going to do just a simple seated hamstring stretch, okay? So you're just going to reach for your right foot, or maybe you're here, or maybe you're here. Just get a nice, relaxing hamstring stretch going here. Taking nice deep breaths. No reason to pull. Pull isn't pulling on your foot. Of course, I do have my foot flexed back, so I'm also going to get a nice good calf stretch here. As we slow down and come down from that workout. Very good work today. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, switching sides. I'm going to back up just a little bit here. Left leg extended out to the side. Bringing my right foot into my left inner thigh and stretching, feeling that nice stretch in my hamstring and even my back here. Calf. Whew. I'm telling you, it doesn't take much these days for me to get tired or winded. I'm sure if you're in your 3rd trimester too, you probably feel the same. So even more so to feel proud of yourself for pushing play on this routine today. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to open up those hips with a pigeon pose. So coming up onto all fours, just to get into position, really. You're going to bring your right knee forward. And of course, if you need to do it this way,
That's perfectly fine. It's almost like a 90-90 sit, right? Here, then you're going to extend your left leg back while keeping your right knee up and forward, of course, leaving room for your belly. Stretching down right here onto your forearms. If you can't get down to your forearms, you can also feel a really awesome stretch from this position right here, especially when your leg is extended behind you. And again, just nice, deep, relaxing breaths. Hanging out in this position for about 5 of those breaths. I'm going to bring it down just because I've had a little extra sciatic pain. You're really going to feel the stretch right here, especially since we're sleeping on our sides, right, all the time. You can really begin to feel those pinched nerves from being on one side or the other for too long. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Fill up that rib cage laterally into your belly, and gentle exhale. Let's do 1 more breath. Inhale and gentle exhale. Wonderful. So slowly coming out of that pigeon pose. Now we're going to bring our left knee up. So again, like getting into the 90-90 position, except we're going to bring our body forward, extend my right leg, and you're either here or you are here. And if you're super advanced and you're so awesome that way, you can stretch out all the way. I'm going to hang out right here. Ooh, for 5 deep cleansing breaths. Again, knowing how to activate your core and your pelvic floor properly is so important in pregnancy so that we can combat incontinence, whether it be urinary or the other, helping us prep for labor and pushing, helping us recover, and just maintaining the integrity of our linea alba. So that ligament right in between your abdominals that keeps them together. Want to stay nice and safe in the core. 1 more breath. Deep inhale here. And exhale. Excellent. Man, that stretch feels so good. So from here, onto all 4s, and we're going to do a wide child's pose. So I'm going to have my knees a little wider, or a lot wider than hip width apart, and I have my toes together, and I'm just going to sit down and sit back into a child's pose, just letting my belly hang in between my legs. And I'm just going to relax here. We're just going to relax. Of course, if you are feeling your back from those rows or from those flies, you can move from side to side just to get a little extra stretch in your lat. But for the most part, as we exhale, just sink a little deeper into this child's pose. So great for relaxing and opening up those hips. And it just feels good on your lower back. We'll take 2 more deep inhale breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. 1 last diaphragmatic breath. In. Expand those rib cage. Those ribs, I should say. Breath into your belly, and nice exhale. Wonderful. And for our last move, so come up slowly and get onto those sit bones. I'm going to do crisscross style here. And My other favorite move I'm really loving these days is just interlocking our fingers behind our back for a chest opener. And that's it, hanging out right here. Nice big stretch. Opening our chest up. Receiving all of that positive energy. I'm so thankful that you were able to join me today for this total body prenatal strength workout, and I'm so proud of you for finishing. Just a few more breaths here. Big inhale, deep breath in. And cleansing breath out. Wonderful. You can stay down on the ground, and I'm going to stand up here. Of course, I want to thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this workout, please don't forget to check out our complete prenatal routine available on our HASfit app. Also, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and please follow us on your favorite social media channel, whichever that is. I'm Claudia, and I will see you at your next workout.